Hello friends, you're with the Lonesome Gamer, and I'm still playing Machina Arcana. Now we've entered a new chapter. There we go. And it says return to base. At last, fresh cold air, how soothing and clean. We have left the horrors of that place behind us for a moment, but I know that we must return there, and soon. We must put an end to whatever is happening inside that awful mountain. Something perverse and disastrous is being prepared there. I can feel it. During our own exploration, the others had investigated the remains of another airship, presumably the Nostromo, of which Dr. Alden's memoirs had spoken. The excavation team had been able to salvage some obscure arcane mechanisms which we hope to study and use to our advantage upon our return. Okay. So, what we did, we healed, we added all the items of the highest level now. Well, we traded with each other, but we didn't do anything specific there. We have a new tile, and take a look at that in a minute. We also got special actions during this chapter. We can destroy 2 items and gain 1. And we can reduce the monster threat by 1 by paying 2 essence. Okay, we will come to the next chapter by activating this chapter point. Now, I think I played something wrong, and I think it only happened once, where it was of any relevance. So I'm not sure, but I think these things here on the right are augments to that left weapon here. Now I think although this is an upgrade to this weapon, I think this augment only applies, or the improvement that comes with this augment only applies when I use this weapon and not when I use the upgrade. I think when I use the upgrade, only this augment applies. I'm not totally sure about that, but I think I'm going to play it that way. And a similar thing is the case here. It says double this apparel's armor and will bonus. I think that only means the trench coat and not also the boots. Okay. Another thing, I think, I never used that thing, but, it says here, when you spend blood, increase the attack rolls by 2 for a turn. Now, I think now that this actually applies to all attack rolls, even of the monsters, which makes this thing definitely less valuable. So I think I want to get rid of this. Yeah. Okay. So let's take a look at the tile that we've drawn here. So it's kind of interesting because there are also 2 spawn points here, which is not a big surprise, but they are in these, well, kind of separate rooms here. So at least here we could move out and then close the door, and then we might be safe for a turn or so, or maybe even 2 from this guy here. And apart from that, we got a couple of chests here. We got a workbench here, which is good. So I'm considering, for example, opening the chest, moving to the workbench. We got to be a little careful with this chasm here. I managed to basically lose 2 investigators in previous adventures because I was standing nearby such a chasm, and then some monster pushed me in there and I died. And it was just I was pretty unlucky, you know. There was some kind of event that said the monsters will from now on push you, and then someone showed up and it immediately happened, and I couldn't prevent that in any way, and I just fell down, and yeah, bad luck for me here. And so this is something we should keep in mind, and maybe we should try to avoid that. Okay. So, by the way, I forgot about this ability here. This guy can move somebody else 2 spaces toward any action space. Now, I think I want to use that. The reason is I basically want to bring these 2 guys out of here and then close the door behind me. And in addition to that, it could be a good idea if they stand next to... yeah, maybe if they stand next to each other here. So what I'm thinking about is if I start with him and push him 2 spaces toward the next action space. So for example here, I want to spend him here. So 2 spaces, and then I got 4 more actions because that costs me 2. And now I got 4 more actions. So 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. So I'm going to go here, and that's it. And now this guy can close the door, which I think costs him 2 points. Yeah, that is correct. So he's got to spend 2 points. And again, I'm going to place the door like this and not as a standee because it's easier to distinguish from upcoming monsters. And then I got 3 points left. No, 4 points left. And I'm gonna... I want to activate the chest here. That gives me an essence. And yeah, okay, let's see. What do we want? Do I want a better apparel? Maybe. I also could use a good weapon, but yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna go for the apparel for now, and let's see what we find. Maybe we find something advanced. That is a paroxymeter. When you are hit, teleport within 1 space. Okay, and these are jet boots. Choose the direction and move until you reach an obstacle, rubble, or wall. I mean, that thing is at least fun. And they're cheap, but you can only use them once per turn, I think. That's what this symbol seems to indicate, I guess. You gotta unequip the item. So basically, yeah, I think you actually have to equip it again, which will cost you 3 points. So, I don't think they're that great. This is both not exactly great, but if I discard 2 items, I can get a new one. This is this special action. So it's not that bad anyway. So I think what I want to do is, do I want to keep that thing or do I want to give it to him? I might want to give it to him. And this thing is a little better than that, but Well, I think it doesn't matter too much who gets it. I'm going to give it to him. I think in the end, I'm simply gonna exchange it for a new item, and I'm gonna destroy these jet boots. That stuff wasn't too great, but oh god, okay, I mean, we're getting through the deck, so it was worth something. So I got one movement point left now, and what's the plan? We want to go toward the workbench? Maybe. Yeah. Probably I want to do that. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. I'm going to move one space. Okay. And this is it for this turn with my actions. So now we got a roll for the spawn phase, and we got a 6 on this side and a 4 on the horror side. So let's see. And that is no monster. Very good. And yeah, the other guy draws one, so we have a monster here. And that is a deacon again. So reduce, that sucks. It's a pretty bad start. That is pretty bad because shows up here and the guy is not moving anyway. So, oh boy, that was a bad start. And it's ethereal. Fuck that. He will increase my horror rolls by 2 and my will by 2. So it seems I gotta move back, and oh man, what a bad start that is. That's not easy, and it's hard to destroy. Okay, then we got to roll for horror, and that's a 7. Okay, so let's draw a card here. Mending Slumber. We spent a few hours in the embrace of a fitful sleep, though we're not sure why we bothered. Yeah, that's... as it brought us no measure of respite. Our dreams, or nightmares rather, seemed linked together as one, and lingered on the foul thing we'd previously encountered. It lay there, bleeding in the dark, with its labored breathing haunting us. Suddenly its eyes snapped open, and we knew then that it had instead grown stronger. On start of wounded monster's turn, it restores 1 health and loses 3 stamina. Okay, so that isn't too bad right now. But the problem is, as long as we're standing with the deacon here, this could bring the monster threat up quite a bit. So I'm really not sure if I should try to leave the tile as soon as possible. Maybe that's what I want to do. Or if I should first try to check the workbench, find some better equipment. Okay, so I think actually I want to run. I want to get rid of this, of the effect here. This is just too dangerous. So, let me see how I can do that. I could, 1, 2, 3, 4. I could move with this guy here and explore the new tile, and then he can already move on to the new tile. And then in the next turn I can open the chest with him and also go to the new tile, and then this effect is over. And I think, yeah, that's something I want to do. It's just too ugly. I have no... It's hard for me. You know, I could try to go back and eventually try to kill him with my glimpse catcher. I mean, first I have to attack something else to make it possible to attack ethereal monsters and all. So this is not easy. And I think, well, you know, what I could do though is I could seal this thing. Ha. Maybe that is something I want to do. Maybe that's even better. I could do that. I could spend 4 essence and seal that damn thing. I can do that. Cool. Okay, let's... Yeah, that's a good idea. So... Gotta move back. That's what sucks. We're gonna lose a couple of action points here. But I think it is probably still the best thing to do here. Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna move back here. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I gotta move. Yeah, maybe I could do this. That doesn't really matter. I think it really doesn't matter. I'm gonna move 1 space with him. Yeah. And I'm gonna open the door again. Okay. So that did cost me 3 points. And yeah, I think I'm gonna simply stay there. It's a little bit of a wasted... wait a minute. No, I think I gotta move here. Okay, but that's all I'm gonna do. And now this guy moves 1, 2, and now they can work together. They have together 4 essence. So, but before I'm going to do that, I'm going to destroy these 2 items, and with the first guy, and try to find something better here. So yeah, I get these go away, and I can grab 2 items. Let's see what I think I'm gonna go maybe with one of those and an apparel. Let's see what we find. Okay, that you can use inventory for 2 stamina, and you can activate a chest for 2 stamina. That means, oh, look at that. That's a 3. That's 3 armor. Oh, they're both good. They're both pretty good. I mean, that thing is worth 2 will, which is really not bad. So, I'm not sure. I think right now, first, I might go for this. And I think at some point I'm going to give him this. Yes. And I'm going to unequip this. I can do that because I am a mystic, so I can equip these things basically for free. This is something I also want to get rid of. And you know what I can do? I could discard this thing, the ritual cloak, and this gives me 2 will. So if I get rid of this, and I can do that easily, and of this, I can grab myself another item, and that could be this. I could not equip this right now, but I can use inventory for 2 stamina next turn. That's pretty awesome. So I'm allowed to draw a second card though. I can draw now this one, because I basically put that back on top. So I'm gonna draw this one, and I'm allowed to draw a second one, and maybe I'm gonna check out the weapon here. Oh, a hunting crossbow. That is also pretty awesome. Yeah, that's also really good. Cool. Yeah, that thing has a better attack than what I have. And if you kill, you move up to 2 spaces. That's also cool. So yeah, that's probably also a weapon that I want next. But right now, I'm gonna grab this thing and I'm gonna unequip it because, well, I can't equip it right now, but I can't use the boots. It kind of sucks. I can't use the boots. But maybe that's not so bad. I might even discard the boots and find something better. That's okay. Right now I'm still wearing the boots, but yeah, I'm gonna discard the boots and grab myself the exoskeleton, and then we'll see. Okay, so this guy now moved 2 spaces here, and now I can spend 4 essence. That's expensive, but I'm pretty sure it's worth it. And 3 actions, so I only have 1 action left to seal that point. Ah, fuck it. I can't do it that way. Okay, I gotta find, if I do that, I would trigger this binding event, and then I would lose the advantages from that. So I gotta make sure the other guy does it. Okay, let's go back here. I think it doesn't make any difference. I can simply move with him here, open the door, and then move here. And then the other guy goes 1, 2. I'm pretty sure that's the way it was. And then he can simply, yeah, he can simply seal the gate. That should work out just fine, I guess. Yeah, okay, so and all these things didn't cost any action points, right? Grabbing that stuff, that is free. It just says destroy any 2 items and gain 1 item. So that was free, and therefore I'm fine. I can do that. I'm gonna spend now 4 essence, and I can destroy that point. And that is good in a couple of ways. Well, first of all, we're getting rid of this deacon, which is really ugly. And second of all, this goes down. So we have another turn without level 3 monsters. That is definitely helpful. Okay, and now we gotta spawn a couple of new guys here. Oh, and of course, this thing is lit. Problem is we now have 0 essence. That, I hope that does not become a problem. Okay, so there is a monster spawned again. And our flying polyp again. Oh, and this guy will come back eventually, sadly. So we got a flying polyp here. And he shows up right there. And we got to roll again. And that is no monster. And then we have the horror roll. And we were really lucky here, a 1. So, very good. I'm happy as long as we don't get the 3 here. Okay, now this guy will of course activate again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess this is the fastest way, and I don't know actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a little faster, so he's going to go that way. And now let's see. I want to use the workbench with him. And I think I want to activate this thing with him. So let's start with the workbench, I guess. Because I might get a chance to destroy 2 items and gain a new one. 1, 2, 3. And then I activate the bench. And that allows me to draw 3 item cards. So I thought about getting the crossbow, which is probably really good. I might consider maybe another one of those. And yeah, what next? You know, maybe I'm going for another apparel. Okay, now let's see what we get. Okay, that is the crossbow. I'm pretty sure I want that thing. Here we have already an upgrade. Adjustable scope. Increase this weapon range by 2. Oh, awesome. But it costs me 1 stamina. Increase these weapon attack rolls by 1. You know, that is really good. I think I want to keep that too. So remember, I can basically take all my crap. I just have to make sure that at the end I have the same number of items plus 1. And what is that? That is a Grotesque Mask. You are ethereal if you spend 2 stamina. Wow, for 1 round. But on a 6+ you have to discard that thing. But if I'm in a wall corner, I'm always ethereal. Wow, that is not bad at all. I want them all. Okay, so but that's okay, I guess. I can discard these 2, and then I can keep these 3. So I think that is fine. So they go away. I can now do a use inventory action. You can do that after using the workbench. So that means I can now do this, and I can also equip that stuff here. And now I am in a very, very good shape, I guess. Much better than before. Got an armor of 5, got a will of 7. I can hide in corners, and I got a fairly good weapon. So yeah, that is very good. So this one is discarded, and so is this one. Excellent. Okay, and now it's this guy here, and he moves 1, 2, 3, and then he's gonna spend another one to activate the chapter space. And that means we go to the next chapter. So let's see, we have here a new beautiful artwork. And we are now in chapter 6. Passage through. The vast echoing halls welcomed us again. They beguiled us once more to explore their murky corridors and dead ends, to embrace the cavernous rooms and fear the monstrosities prowling in the shadows. The mountain had become a desolate colossus, crooning a funeral hymn. Now, I just want to check one thing. I hope... Now, let me check one thing. I made a mistake, but I'm fine. Okay, so... Assisted by the illustrations and scribbled directions in the journal, we were quickly able to locate our destination. In the middle of a wall, there gaped an enormous passage spiraling down into oblivion. A faint breeze caressed my face from below, carrying with it a hint of something disturbing. We glanced at each other nervously and stepped forward, our hearts pounding. Okay, so again we have a special action. We can spend essence to move 3 spaces, and if we spend 4 essence we can move to the next chapter. Okay, so by the way, we have to destroy that chest here. I mean, that shouldn't be that terribly hard. We can grab these events. We got a chest here, you know, that would be 4 essence already. And we might even consider, maybe we can possibly kill a couple of guys. So I think that should be fairly easy overall. Yeah. Okay. So let's see what we can do. We have 1 more action left here. Or actually 2, I think. I think I got 2 actions left. This here is a 2, I think so at least. So I'm going to move, I think I'm going to move here. Yeah. Is there a problem standing next to an explosive barrel? Interesting question. But I think I simply will move here. Okay, and this is it. So we got to go again for the spawn rolls, and luckily the first one doesn't spawn, the second one does. Okay. Oh, we should be at 7 again, so yeah, but it is. And this is now at 3, so it's getting more and more horrific here. So it's more and more likely that we will face horror events. Okay, and we have another Night Gaunt. This monster attacks, it teleports with the blocker to the nearest spawn space. That's not so great because there's only this one, so it will carry us away a little bit. But okay, first it must come to that situation that it actually will attack. Okay, now we got to roll for horror, and that is clearly that's a 9. So let's see what we get. Watch us in the dark. As we moved through the chambers, we sensed the oppressive stares of unseen lurkers. They tracked our every move, as if knowing where we would step before we did. The presence hounded us, rankling our nerves. We knew they were patiently waiting, seeking the perfect time to fall upon us. Increase monster threat by 1 for each bound explorer event. Okay, we got 1 bound explorer event here, so that means the monster threat goes up 1. And in addition to that, I have to put it up 1 more for this actual event. So that means now we go to monster level 3, and now things might get a little harder. Okay, so now the monsters will activate. This guy will attack again. Now, he can't do me any harm. Even though this only doubles that, I got 4, 5, 7 armor, and he can roll a maximum of 6. So I don't even have to roll for him. That means the Night Gaunt will now move 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he probably will simply move here, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't get any closer. Okay, then we're done. Well, until now it's still okay, I guess. So I think with him, I'm going to start simply to activate this. I'm going to move back here. And I kind of hope that this sucker actually protects me from him a little bit. Okay, so that means we can 1, 2, 3. That's not so sure. I'm just thinking what happens if I, for example, if I move here then after activating this, then if this guy goes here, or he would move here probably and then try to attack me, and then he gets the chance to attack. But if he doesn't move, if he remains here, yeah, that's the thing. If I go here, the Night Gaunt will not be able to attack because, well, he could move here then. Yeah, I probably cannot avoid an attack of the Night Gaunt. The problem, I mean, it's probably not such a big deal, but what I don't like about it is that the guy will bring me back here. So maybe I want to explore the chest first, and then, yeah, I think that's what I want to do. So I'm going to move 1, 2, or 1, 2 spaces. And then I'm going to explore the chest. What do I want? Well, some better apparel could be kind of cool. But on the other hand, I also have still my level 1 weapon, which isn't terribly good. Tough choice. I don't remember what I actually think I think I'm gonna draw 1 from every one. Okay, that is an Axer. It's not bad, but it's not that great either. I can attack with a pretty weak result and then increase your attack rolls by 2. Okay, that is kind of cute, but I cannot upgrade that thing. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to use that. What is this? Oh, look at that. That is better. Oh, that's cool. A spiked cuirass. When you are hit, attack the attacker. When the blocker is on a trapped space, increase your attack roll by 1. That is cool. So I definitely will equip that. I can do that because I'm a crafter, so I can take that thing immediately. And this one is now unequipped. Sadly, I cannot trade any items anymore. But now I have pretty good will, actually, a pretty good armor against will. I mean, it's not that good, but this is worth now 2 will, and that one is 3. So I got a will of 5. And I still got a pretty high armor value against standard armor. So that's definitely an improvement, I guess. And of course, I will get an essence for exploring the chest. Now I have, I don't want to hang out there anymore. I think I still got 2 actions left, so I think I'm simply going to move back here. I don't know what to do otherwise, and I'm not afraid of the Night Gaunt. I mean, he has an Arcane Attack. That kind of sucks. But he's going to do 1 attack only. And he's going to do that either way. So, okay, I think I'm okay. And so let's see what the other guy can do. I think he's going to simply go for that event space. 1. And then I'm going to check out the event. That gives me an essence. And let's see what we find. A welcomed gift. My eye was caught by a peculiar chest lying amidst the rubble. A closer examination of the strong box revealed a sturdy lock with a set of symbols that clearly needed to be set in an exact sequence. I tinkered with this for a while to no avail and finally smashed the latch open. Gain an item. Awesome! That is pretty cool. So what do we want? Well, again, if you gain an item, you can basically take 2 and then pick 1, and I think I'm going to go again. I have, I'm kind of interested in upgrading my apparel and maybe also upgrading my weapon. So yeah, I think again, I'm going to draw 1 from both. And we'll see what's better. That looks pretty powerful. A flamethrower. Holy crap. Choose the direction and attack. Wow. That thing is not bad. That thing is even better than this one. The problem is it costs 4. That's a little odd. I'm not quite sure how that thing actually works. Ah, see. Oh, there are a couple of units behind each other. I can attack more than one of them. The problem is that costs me 4 action points. And that isn't so great, right? Because that's exactly the thing. You can basically, with 3, you can use it twice. But with 4, you can actually only use it once. I don't know if that is so great. Let's see what that's saying. Okay. That is a Daedalian clasp. You can activate action spaces targetable by 2. And that is the better one. I want that. I can use that here. I can upgrade this thing. That gives me an additional armor. And I can save quite some points that way. I think that is really cool. I think I prefer this over the flamethrower. I mean, the flamethrower is tempting, right? It's a powerful weapon, but I don't know. It's as I said, it's hard to. Yeah, it's expensive, and I think that is the reason why I don't want that. Actually, I think I will destroy the flamethrower. I prefer some more flexibility here. However, now here's the thing. The guy can activate a chest for 2 stamina. Ah, that's interesting. So no, I don't think so. I'm seeing myself with a flamethrower standing in the middle of chests, using this thing. I could do it. I could use, but I could then use a chest and the flamethrower in the same turn. But I still don't know, man. I think I'm going to go with this, and I think I will destroy the flamethrower. I hope I don't regret that. Now the cool thing is I have now only 2 actions left, but I can use the inventory now for 2 stamina because of my service furnace. So I can do that. I can simply equip this thing now, and from now on I can basically use chests, general action spaces, from 2 spaces away, and that is really awesome. Okay, so now let's start the next phase here, the next spawn phase. Oops, that's not... Okay, that is a 3, so no monster from the first guy. And the second one, he's got a 9. A little unlucky here. So, wow. Okay, that looks a little terrifying. Spawn of Orn. Okay. And this monster is destroyed. Re-invoke horror event. What does re-invoke mean? I don't know. The sound of beast changed our despair into panic. Okay, that's not good. He's got 2 life points. It's not that easy to kill. That's a level 3 monster, so I guess he isn't. Okay, so the guy shows up back there, and let's see what happens now. So we gotta roll for horror. No big surprise here, so this thing goes up. And let's see. That's his house. Through the rocks his bliss now bores. It penetrates the deepest floors, so they serve as shields and swords, a million spears that forms our wards. If you feel your backs are weary and lean against the walls most eerie, you will find them a stormy bay, a myriad of pain to pay. Okay, so Arcane Attack to explorers adjacent to a wall. Now that is luckily not the case. We all stand kinda diagonally here, so we were lucky there. Very good. And now the flying polyp is activated and he does nothing. He cannot hit us or something. And now it's the Night Gaunt, and this guy actually will move. He can move through the polyp, right? So he's gonna move here, and then yeah, he's gonna move. Is he gonna move here or there? Oh boy, I don't know, man. It says he's gonna move to a space where he has less objects in line of sight, whatever that means, or less obstacles. I don't know. I'm gonna move him here. That gives him an advantage because when he attacks, he doesn't take that much damage from the spikes, I guess. So he's gonna attack now, and that means... Okay, let's see. He's got 3 dice, 3 black dice, and it's an Arcane Attack. I got a will of 2, 4, 5. Okay, he hit me, so yeah, kind of sucks. I'm not sure. Do I want to spend essence or life points? You know, I think I'm kind of give away 1 life point. I still have that cool artifact, which helps me also to restore life points instead of essence if things should go really wrong. So I'm going to spend that life point here, and the guy brings me back to the nearest spawn space. That's not good, because that means, I mean, he's going to move here, I guess, and I then probably will be placed here, which sucks because that gives this guy now 2 attacks. That's pretty bad. On the other hand, I was attacked by the Night Gaunt, which gives me now, because of the spiked cuirass, I was hit. So that means I can now attack the attacker. Okay, so let's see. That's a 2. That's not good enough. No, that was bad. Well, okay, that's not looking that great. And now it's this guy, and he can now do an Arcane Attack against me. He can actually do 2. That's not good at all. So let's see. We might take a bit of damage now. So the first attack That's enough. So I take another wound, and this time I'm going to spend some essence, but I can fight back. Fuck that. Okay, and then we take another attack. This isn't good at all. Oh boy. So this guy is a little bit in trouble now. And that means, let's see, it's unlikely, I guess. Yeah, okay, that's just a 3. That's still not enough. Okay, now we gotta see if we can. Yeah, we can. It's not easy to deal with these guys, but okay. I mean, yeah. Let's see. So I think first I want to kill the Night Gaunt simply because that gives me some essence, and then I might run for it. Maybe that is a reasonable choice in this case. I could go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I don't have. Yeah, that kind of sucks. Tricky. You know what I could do is. The problem is the Night Gaunt always takes me back, and that is really bad. So I'm pretty sure I have to take this. I have to kill this guy, even though I'm not too happy about that. Because that leaves me within reach of this guy. I'm going to take another attack from him, I guess. I could close the door, though. I could do that. That is true. Is that possible? I don't know. Maybe not. But I could close the door anyway. I could move out there, close the door, and then I have some. That's a good idea. I think I'm going to go with that. Then nobody will be able to attack me. The Night Gaunt. He could destroy the door then. Fuck, it's really not looking that good. And the other guy, God, that ain't easy. Here's the thing, that spawn of Orn. If I kill the Night Gaunt now, I will gain 1 essence, and then I can move back here. Here, actually. I might. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. I don't have enough points left, sadly, to close the door. That's really a shame, but I don't have that. Nah, can't do that. Okay, so it seems like I have to kill the Night Gaunt, move back here, and then I will get only a single attack by this guy, and I can spend the essence that I received from killing the Night Gaunt. Yeah, it's not perfect, but I think that's what I want to do. So, let's see. Killing the Night Gaunt is easy. So, let's do that. And that was easy. So, the guy is dead, and it is removed from play, because it's a level 2 monster. And then we're going to move 1, 2, 3 spaces. I want to move here. And in this way, I only take a single attack by that stupid spawn there. Okay. And this is his action. Now it's him. And you know, I can open the chest, and I can do that from here because of this Daedalian clasp. That's really cool. And it only costs me 2 action points because of my service Frinus. Activate chest for 2 stamina. So let's see what we find there. So I'm going to draw one of these and also one consumable. So let's see. Okay, that is interesting. I can upgrade. I can do an upgrade here. Increase armor and will by 1. Reduce armor and will by 1. That's not that great. No, I think I don't want that. What is this? Stygian Labrum. Instead of target explorer losing his last health, teleport that explorer on any map tile edge. Okay. I mean, that might come in handy. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep that. This is not terribly useful. I mean, I could place it here and upgrade that, but I don't know if I want to do that. That doesn't seem too great to me. So we're going to discard that, and I gain another essence for opening the chest. Not bad at all. Then, let's see. That is cool. I could bring this guy. That's a funny thing. Now let's see about this guy here. He's got a distance of 2. He needs 2 stamina. So 1, 2, 3. He can move here. And then he can attack someone in distance of 2. Ha! You know what? Actually, I can move 1 space here. I wonder if he's in line of sight. Maybe he is already in line of sight. I think he is. This guy is already in line of sight. So I can now activate this thing and move him 2 spaces toward any action space. So I can simply bring him, for example, here. I like that. And now I got 2 more actions. And, okay, that's a little tricky now. What do I want to do? If I go too close, I might get attacked by him. So I don't want that. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I don't want to be within these. I'm going to move here. Okay. Well, that wasn't too bad, I think. Okay. Now let's hope that that thing doesn't explode. Okay. So now again, we got to roll for spawn. And yeah. Okay, so we get a new monster. Oh boy, a Shoggoth. Horrible. Okay. This monster is adjacent to a wall. It is ethereal and has armor and will increase by 2. And the guy can also heal. Yeah, I mean, now these guys are much more serious than the ones that we had until now. This is gonna be hard. Okay, and now we're gonna roll again. And we got another monster. Oh boy, that's not good. Fuck that, another level 3 monster. The Noth Yiddick. Adjacent monsters to his monster have armor and will increase by 2. When this monster is destroyed, it spawns monster in its position. Oh boy. The face of terror started slithering toward us. This is getting ugly. This is really getting ugly. Okay, it's getting crowded here, but the funny thing is, this guy cannot activate because he's blocked from the other guys. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens, right? Okay, now we're gonna check for horror, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna get one. So yeah, we're gonna get another horror event. Oh boy. Now let's see. No, that's not. These are all from another scenario here. Okay, there we go. Far-reaching. Your fear that eats their fears. You're a fear that eats their fears. You're a scream that drinks their tears. Slip through cracks like the smallest tot. Walk and hide where they dare not. You can crawl through fire bare. You can run with feet ensnared. Scar their minds behind the doors and chunk their flesh through the walls. Monster can target through walls, closed doors, and obstacles. Okay, that's not great. But I'm not sure if that changes things that much. I think, yeah, okay, we'll see. So, we gotta activate all these guys, and this is really looking not good. I mean, the good thing is this guy only has a single life point. Okay, that might be a little helpful, but he will spawn immediately as someone else. So we start again with our friend. It feels more like a pet than a monster. The flying polyp following us. So he moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have the spawn of Orn, and it cannot activate because it is trapped. Then we have the Shoggoth, and that guy moves 4. He's got 4 stamina. So let's see what he can do. He's got no range. Or new round. New round. What does that new round mean? Restore 1 health to this monster. Okay, that's not important right now. So this guy will move 1, 2, 3, and then he will move toward the investigator who has more wounds, and that is him. But he doesn't have the power to actually attack. Wow, but this guy has a very high armor. Wow. Okay. And now it's this Noth Yiddick, and he has 5 points. And he also does a melee attack, so he goes 1, 2, 3. Now what is a little weird is that's odd, because I mean he would go after him, but he can't do it. Does that mean he goes instead after him? I don't think so. I think he will line up here and basically just do nothing, because he cannot come next to me. It doesn't work. Yeah, so I think that's all that happens. So at least we don't take any hits. It would have been a problem if we would have standed here, but that it was a good move to move him back, I guess. And that's interesting. These two guys are standing on traps, so we might considering pulling that lever, but it doesn't really. I mean, nobody cares about that polyp, right? Okay, so I think first I'm gonna try to attack the Shoggoth or kill it if possible. Basically, I want to kill these two guys, right? That's my goal. And the polyp is a little bit in the way here. That's That's a bit of an issue. Okay, so anyway, let's try to kill the Shoggoth. Usually, if things are going okay, it shouldn't be too hard to kill that guy. I mean, let's see, he's got 7 armor. That is pretty brutal. I got an attack of 3. I can increase that by 1. And I think I can add another 2 because of the upgrade. And that's the thing, increase your weapon's attack rolls by 1 for each upgrade or augment. I think this and not that one. I think that one applies to this. So, yeah. Would be interesting to use that thing, because this is an arcane attack because of that. That would mean I only have to beat a will of 5. But I think I prefer the 3 dice here and go for the 7. So let's hope we can do that. So the first attack, yeah, that's absolutely enough. So the guy takes a wound. And the second attack, oh gosh. I'm afraid that's not enough. That's not good at all. So that means, shit. 3 plus 1 is 4. 5, 6. Yeah. That's not enough. Okay, that is not good at all. So the guy has 1 damage. And the big issue is that this guy is standing in the way. And I really would like to attack the Shoggoth again with him, but I think I cannot do that. So, wow, taking 2, that's really, really bad. You know, gosh, what a mess. What a fucking mess. So I think what I want to do is I'm going to move here. I'm going to accept a hit from them. I cannot reach the Shoggoth. It sucks, but that's a fact, I guess. Going to activate the chest. That gives me another essence. And then I am going to go for... maybe another consumable and another weapon. Maybe I'll find a good upgrade for this thing. So let's see. That is an upgrade. After you attack with any augmented weapon, reduce the blocker's armor and will by 2. That would apply to this one. I mean, that isn't bad. It's not terribly awesome either, but it's not bad. What about this? Oh. I could control monsters with this thing. A Hypnoxic Bomb. Huh. Sadly, I have to spend all my actions for a turn. I wonder if I could move monsters, for example, in that chasm or something. You know, that would be sweet. I think I can definitely make them attack each other. But that one is also pretty good. It really is. You know, that sounds awesome. I don't know, man. I mean, the thing is, if I use this, reducing the blocker's armor and will by 2 might be worth a lot. I mean, these monsters of level 3 and probably the later ones even more, they have a pretty high will and armor. So that, you know, that might be worth it. And it goes on for the whole turn, so it also applies for this guy if I use him first. And this is a one-time thing. Actually, you would be allowed to move a monster into a pit. You can attack other monsters. That's pretty awesome. Especially when things go really wrong. So, you know, toward the end of the game, tough choice. It really is. It really is a tough choice. Okay, you know what? I'm going to place that on. I'm going to place this thing on top, so I can take that later. And I'm going to place this here. And then, let me see. So these were 3 action points. Now I got exactly 3 left. And I'm going to attack this fucker here with the bow. So let's see. That wasn't great. So this is 3. I can increase the attack rolls by 1. Makes it 4. Okay, is that enough? It's this guy, and it is. It just is enough. Okay, good. So that means we killed him, which gives me another essence. Now I could spend all my essence to move to the next chapter. And I might consider doing that. But on the other hand, I don't know yet. Maybe not yet. So first of all, this guy goes away and he is discarded. When this monster is destroyed, oh fuck it. It spawns a monster in its position. I didn't realize that. That's not so good. Lucky me, if you kill, you move up to 2 spaces. So I can run away. And I'm going to do that, of course. I'm going to go here. And that means we're going to have a monster here now showing up. And that is another formless spawn. Okay, I mean, considering what we had until now, this is actually a harmless one. So this guy shows up here. Okay, wow. It's looking dangerous. It really is. Terrible. I mean, I had this really horrible die roll against this guy. Super unlucky, but that can happen. Otherwise, I would have been in a much better position now. Much better. Would have been not too much trouble, but this way I have to take 2 attacks from this guy. I can only hope that his armor is strong enough. So let's see. We gotta go for additional spawns. Now we have 4 monsters on that tile. So actually no monster will spawn, but the threat level will go up. So this is not looking good anymore. And the other one, okay, luckily the other one is not spawning a monster. But we gotta roll for horror. Okay, that is a 7, so that thing goes up again, and it's looking really bad now. Really, really bad. Okay, that is invigorating reprisal. The incessant tide of monstrosities never falters or ceases. There's an eternal horde of terror throwing itself at us. If one is slain, another stronger one merely takes its place. We are exhausted and at our collective wits' end as we wade through the ocean of horror. Yeah, that's totally true. What now? No, it cannot be. A sudden pulse throbbed from the walls and invigorated the enemies we had managed to wound. What will come of us? Restore 1 health to the monsters. Okay, well, that's not good, but there's a good chance it would have happened anyway. Not necessarily, but okay, the guy has back his health. Oh, boy. And now they activate. I mean, this guy, okay, he's harmless. So now it's this spawn here, and that will now move. So he's got 5 points, so he moves 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, you know, what happens here? Will he come toward me, or will he try to get to this guy? That's an interesting question. I think he will definitely move here. And I don't know, man. I think he's gonna stay there. I'm not totally. Let's see. So actually, yeah, the guy will stop here. They will kind of line up toward him. This is the nearest explorer, and he will move toward the nearest explorer. And if other creatures block him, he will stop. So then it's the Shoggoth, and it will attack. And it has a massive attack. So oh boy, this isn't looking good at all. So oh, fuck it. Yeah, that's probably a hit. Or maybe not. 6, 7. Maybe I can survive that. That's a 7. Now let's see. We got 4 here. 5. Is that just 7? Oh, come on, man. Let's count that 3 more times and maybe that is 4, 5. Oh, no, it's 7. Yeah, it's not enough. Boy, this is horrible. So this is going down, and yeah, and he's gonna take another attack. Oh, fuck that. Okay, we were lucky here. So we survive at least this one. Okay, not good. This guy's in a terrible position. Now it's the formless spawn. Okay. Can move through walls and close doors and also target through all that stuff. It's got a range of 2, but the formless spawn is here, but it cannot target through obstacles. But it's an arcane attack. Oh boy, let's see. I think it is possible with an arcane attack to target through obstacles, maybe ethereal units. So let's see. I think he can target through the ethereal. Ethereal units are still considered obstacles. Yeah, he can do it because it's. He can. Yeah, it's an arcane attack. So the formless spawn. It's not here. It's here. Can it attack through there? I don't think so, because it crosses this one, and this is a unit, and I think the unit actually blocks. No, it doesn't. He can attack through there. Yeah, he can attack through the unit here. So the formless spawn will attack this poor guy twice, and it might kill him. It's possible. It's not sure, but it is possible. So it's an arcane attack, so it's against my will, so I think I might die here. Yeah, that's a hit, I guess. I got 2, 3, 5. That is 6, so that's a hit. So I have 1 more life point. So now he might kill me. And again, I survived that. Barely. What a horror! What a horrible situation I'm in now. But you know what? At least I think I get the chance to do one again. I mean, it's probably even impossible to do that. That's a 4. Yeah, I can't. I think I cannot hit that guy with my spiked cuirass. Okay, so anyway, yeah, it sucks massively. It's really an issue here. Okay, so I'm down to a single life point, and I think I want to load this up now. You know, I still would say it was that single unlucky roll. I was really close in killing this guy, and I rolled a 3 with 3 black dice, and it just wasn't quite enough. And that was a disaster, a total disaster. And now, yeah, I mean, I'm fucked. But basically all I can do is I have to try that again, and then I don't know what I can do, man. I gotta... This isn't good at all. The Formless Spawn has a single life point. Oh gosh. I don't know what we can do here. Yeah, it looks like this game is pretty much over. I'm gonna continue, but I underestimated these higher level monsters. They are really brutal, and I should have played faster. I can see that now. It's yeah, that's just too tough. It just is. It looked so easy just a couple of turns ago, but with monster level 3, it became a total disaster. And a little bit of bad luck. Yeah, so it's not looking good. And anyway, hope to see you on the next video or on lonesomegamer.com. Bye.